A subtle shift begins long before it is noticed by the conscious mind. Beneath daily responsibilities, beneath repeated thoughts, beneath emotional reactions that seem to appear without explanation, energy is constantly moving through the inner landscape. Every experience leaves an imprint. Every disappointment, every unspoken emotion, every moment of stress, every lingering fear, and every unresolved memory creates a small energetic residue. Over time, these residues accumulate like layers of dust settling upon a once clear mirror. The natural flow of vitality becomes slower, the mind becomes heavier, emotions become less fluid. The spirit begins carrying burdens it was never meant to hold indefinitely. Yet within this very moment exists the possibility of renewal. There is no need for struggle. There is no need for force. There is only the gentle process of remembering what balance feels like. Imagine a calm stillness spreading through every part of the body. The muscles soften. The breath deepens naturally. The rhythm of life begins slowing into a peaceful cadence. With each slow breath, tension begins dissolving. With each exhale, old energetic weight starts drifting away. The journey of chakra healing begins at the foundation of the energetic system, where stability, safety, and grounding reside. Deep at the base of the spine, the root chakra glows with the energy of connection to the earth. This center often carries fears connected to survival, security, uncertainty, and instability. When burdens collect here, life can feel unsettled, even when external circumstances appear calm. Imagine roots extending downward into rich earth, reaching deeper with every breath. These roots draw strength, stability, nourishment, and calm assurance upward. The weight of old fears begins loosening. Anxiety that once clung tightly begins softening. The earth receives what is no longer needed and transforms it naturally. A sense of safety gradually returns. Stability becomes an internal experience rather than something dependent upon external conditions. As this foundation strengthens, energy begins rising gently toward the sacral chakra. Located just below the navel, this energetic center governs emotion, creativity, pleasure, flow, and connection. Emotional wounds often settle here. Disappointments, grief, suppressed feelings, and forgotten sadness can create energetic stagnation that quietly influences daily experience. Imagine a warm current of flowing water moving through this center. Every stagnant emotion begins dissolving into motion. Every hidden burden begins melting into gentle movement. The water remains clear, peaceful, and endlessly renewing. Emotional energy was never meant to remain trapped. It was designed to flow freely, carrying experience without imprisoning the spirit. As movement returns, creativity awakens. Joy begins resurfacing. Emotional freedom expands. The heart feels lighter. The mind feels less burdened by invisible weight. The energy continues rising toward the solar plexus chakra, located above the navel. This is the center of personal power, confidence, self-worth, and inner strength. Many hidden blockages gather here through criticism, self-doubt, disappointment, failure, and years of underestimating personal value. Imagine a golden sun shining brightly within this center. Its warmth expands outward in every direction. Shadows created by doubt begin disappearing. Limiting beliefs lose their influence. Old judgments dissolve within radiant light. The golden energy grows brighter with every breath, restoring confidence that exists independently of achievement, approval, or validation. True strength emerges not from control but from alignment. The spirit remembers its inherent worth. Energy flows more freely. Vitality increases. Clarity deepens. The entire energetic system begins responding to this renewed balance. As healing continues, a profound opening begins within the heart chakra. Positioned at the center of the chest, this sacred space bridges the physical and spiritual dimensions of experience. It is here that love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and connection reside. Emotional pain often leaves deep, energetic impressions within the heart. Betrayal, grief, loss, disappointment, and loneliness can create protective walls that slowly restrict the natural flow of love. Imagine a gentle emerald light expanding through the chest. This light carries warmth, softness, and peace. Every wall built from past pain begins dissolving. Every burden carried in silence begins becoming lighter. Forgiveness emerges naturally, not as an obligation, but as a release from unnecessary weight. Compassion expands towards self and others. The heart remembers that its true nature is openness. Love begins flowing once again without force or resistance. A profound feeling of inner harmony spreads throughout the entire body. The energetic current continues its upward journey toward the throat chakra, where truth, communication, authenticity, and expression reside. Many people carry hidden blockages here created by unspoken words, suppressed emotions, fear of judgment, and years of silence. Imagine a clear blue light radiating gently through the throat. This light dissolves energetic restrictions and restores clarity. Every truth that has been buried beneath fear begins finding space within awareness. Communication becomes easier. Expression becomes more natural. Authenticity replaces hesitation. The energy of honesty flows freely, creating alignment between inner experience and outward expression. A deep sense of freedom begins emerging. The burden of withholding truth gradually disappears. The entire energetic system feels more coherent, more balanced, and more integrated. The journey continues toward the third eye chakra, located between the eyebrows. This center governs intuition, perception, insight, wisdom, and inner vision. Mental clutter often accumulates here. Endless thoughts, confusion, uncertainty, overstimulation, and emotional noise can cloud perception. Imagine a deep indigo light glowing steadily within this center. The mind becomes quieter. Thoughts slow naturally. Mental turbulence settles like a lake, becoming perfectly still after a storm. Beneath the surface of silence, clarity emerges. Intuition becomes easier to recognize. Inner wisdom becomes more accessible. The need for constant analysis begins fading. Awareness expands beyond distraction. A profound sense of trust develops. The spirit remembers that answers often arise naturally when space is created for them to emerge. As clarity deepens, energy continues ascending toward the crown chakra at the top of the head. This center represents connection to higher awareness, expanded consciousness, unity, and spiritual understanding. Hidden blockages here often manifest as disconnection, confusion, spiritual fatigue, or a sense of separation from life's deeper meaning. Imagine a brilliant violet and white light descending gently from above. This light surrounds the entire body, entering through the crown and flowing through every energetic center. Every chakra begins resonating in harmony. Every energetic pathway becomes illuminated. The entire system vibrates with renewed coherence. A profound sense of peace emerges. There is no striving, there is no resistance, there is only presence. Awareness expands beyond limitation. The boundaries created by stress, fear, and emotional burden begin dissolving. A sense of unity replaces separation. Stillness becomes deeply nourishing. The aura surrounding the body responds immediately to this alignment. Layers of accumulated energetic debris begin dissolving into light. The aura becomes brighter, clearer, and more expansive. Heavy emotional residue that once lingered within the energetic field begins drifting away. Imagine a radiant sphere of light surrounding the entire body. This sphere shimmers with purity, balance, and vitality. Every breath strengthens its brightness. Every moment of awareness enhances its clarity. Negative energy loses its hold. Emotional heaviness transforms into spaciousness. The energetic field becomes more resilient, more balanced, and more harmonious. As this cleansing continues, vibrational healing naturally unfolds. Every thought carries energy. Every emotion carries frequency. Every experience contributes to the energetic environment within and around the body. When lower frequencies created by stress, fear, resentment, and overwhelm are released, higher frequencies naturally emerge. Peace begins replacing tension. Clarity replaces confusion. Gratitude replaces heaviness. Compassion replaces resistance. The transformation is not sudden. It unfolds gently, layer by layer, breath by breath, moment by moment. Each release creates space for renewal. Each moment of stillness strengthens alignment. Each breath deepens restoration. The body relaxes further. The mind becomes quieter. The spirit feels lighter. A profound sense of balance begins settling into every aspect of experience. The flow of energy from root chakra to crown chakra remains uninterrupted. The aura continues shining with renewed clarity. Emotional burdens continue dissolving. Old blockages continue releasing. The entire energetic system remembers its natural state of harmony. Within this harmony exists a quiet strength that does not depend upon external circumstances. Within this harmony exists an inner peace that remains available even amid change. Within this harmony exists a deep sense of renewal that touches every layer of being. The journey of healing continues naturally, gently and continuously. Energy flows freely. Awareness expands. Balance returns. The spirit grows lighter. The heart grows softer. The mind grows clearer. The entire being settles into a state of profound restoration, where peace is no longer something sought in the distance, but something experienced fully in the present moment. As the energetic pathways continue opening, a deeper layer of cleansing begins revealing itself. Many hidden blockages are not created by a single experience, but by countless small moments accumulated over time. Stress carried through busy days, emotions postponed for another moment, disappointments quietly accepted without release, and fears pushed beneath awareness can gradually form energetic patterns that influence the entire system. These patterns often remain invisible, yet they affect the way energy moves through the body, the way emotions are experienced, and the way inner peace is accessed. Healing begins when awareness gently illuminates these hidden places. There is no need to force anything into the light. The process unfolds naturally. Imagine standing beside a tranquil lake at sunrise. The surface of the water is perfectly still. Soft golden light spreads across the horizon, touching every ripple with warmth and clarity. The air feels pure. The atmosphere feels peaceful. Every breath carries a sense of renewal. Within this stillness, the energetic body begins releasing what it has carried for too long. The root chakra continues strengthening its connection with stability and trust. The earth beneath feels supportive and steady. Old fears that once seemed permanent begin losing their influence. Worries connected to uncertainty gradually dissolve into calm acceptance. The nervous system responds to this energetic grounding. The body feels safer. The mind becomes less reactive. Energy no longer rushes in scattered directions. Instead, it moves with calm consistency. A quiet confidence emerges from deep within, creating a sense of security that remains independent of external circumstances. As the foundation grows stronger, the sacral chakra experiences a deeper release. This center holds not only emotional memories, but also the energy of pleasure, inspiration, creativity, and connection. Imagine a stream of warm amber light flowing through this region. Every stagnant emotion begins softening. Every emotional knot begins loosening. Old disappointments lose their grip. Feelings that were once trapped begin transforming into movement and flow. Emotional energy returns to its natural state, like water moving effortlessly around every obstacle. Creativity awakens more fully. Joy becomes easier to access. The spirit feels less restricted by the past. Life begins flowing with greater ease. There is no need to cling to old emotional burdens. They can be released gently, allowing new experiences to enter with openness and trust. The solar plexus chakra now radiates with increasing strength. The golden light within expands outward, like the warmth of the sun rising over a peaceful landscape. This center governs personal identity, self-respect, confidence, and purposeful action. Hidden blockages often form here through years of self-criticism, comparison, guilt, and doubt. Imagine each of these burdens dissolving into radiant golden light. The need to prove worth begins fading. The fear of inadequacy loses its power. A deep recognition emerges that true value is not something earned but something inherent. The spirit remembers its strength. Confidence becomes calm rather than forceful. Power becomes balanced rather than controlling. Energy moves more freely throughout the entire body, creating a growing sense of vitality and empowerment. The heart chakra continues opening with gentle grace. Imagine standing within a beautiful garden illuminated by soft morning sunlight. Every flower opens naturally toward the light. Nothing is rushed, nothing is forced. The heart follows the same wisdom. Old grief that once felt immovable begins transforming into understanding. Emotional wounds begin receiving the attention they always deserved. Compassion expands not only toward others, but also toward every version of oneself that struggled, endured, learned, and grew. The emerald light within the chest grows brighter with every breath. Love becomes less conditional. Acceptance becomes more natural. The heart remembers that healing does not require forgetting the past. Healing means allowing the past to exist without continuing to carry its weight. A profound sense of emotional freedom begins emerging. The entire energetic system responds with greater harmony. Energy now rises toward the throat chakra, where authentic expression continues unfolding. Imagine a clear blue sky stretching endlessly above a peaceful landscape. There are no obstacles. There are no barriers. Communication flows as naturally as the wind moving across open fields. Hidden blockages in this center often develop when truth is withheld, emotions remain unspoken, or authenticity is sacrificed to gain acceptance. As healing continues, these restrictions begin dissolving. The voice of the inner self becomes clearer. Expression feels more natural. Communication aligns more closely with truth. There is less fear of judgment. There is less hesitation. A sense of freedom emerges from speaking, thinking, and living with greater authenticity. The energetic field becomes lighter as suppressed energy finds release. The third eye chakra now deepens into expanded awareness. Imagine a night sky filled with countless stars. The vastness above inspires stillness. The mind no longer feels crowded with unnecessary noise. Thoughts slow naturally. Mental tension softens. The indigo light within this center grows brighter, illuminating pathways of intuition and insight. Awareness expands beyond surface distractions. Subtle perceptions become easier to notice. Inner guidance becomes easier to trust. There is no need to force understanding. Wisdom emerges naturally when mental turbulence settles. The spirit begins recognizing patterns that once seemed hidden. Clarity replaces confusion. Trust replaces uncertainty. The entire energetic system benefits from this deeper alignment with inner knowing. At the crown chakra, a profound sense of connection continues strengthening. Imagine standing beneath a waterfall of luminous white and violet light. The light cascades gently through every layer of the energetic body, washing away residual heaviness and restoring balance. The sensation is one of complete renewal. Every chakra receives nourishment from this higher frequency. Every energetic pathway becomes more vibrant. A deep feeling of peace spreads through the mind, body, and spirit. The illusion of separation begins dissolving. Awareness expands beyond limitations. There is a growing sense of belonging within the greater flow of life itself. The crown chakra radiates with harmony, allowing the entire energetic system to function with greater coherence and balance. The aura surrounding the body continues responding to this transformation. Imagine layers of soft light expanding outward in every direction. The aura becomes brighter, clearer, and more vibrant. Areas that once felt heavy now feel spacious. Emotional residue continues dissolving. Energetic congestion continues clearing. The field surrounding the body becomes a reflection of the healing occurring within. Every breath strengthens this radiant presence. Every moment of awareness enhances its clarity. The aura acts as a bridge between inner experience and the surrounding world. As it becomes more balanced, interactions feel smoother. Emotions feel more manageable. Thoughts become more harmonious. A sense of energetic integrity begins emerging. Vibrational healing now reaches deeper layers of the energetic system. Every cell responds to the frequencies of peace, balance, and renewal. Imagine a gentle wave of light moving throughout the entire body. This wave touches every muscle, every organ, every nerve, and every energetic center. Wherever tension exists, relaxation follows. Wherever heaviness remains, lightness emerges. Wherever imbalance lingers, harmony begins restoring itself. The process unfolds gradually and naturally. There is no urgency. There is only the steady movement toward greater alignment. The body remembers how to relax. The mind remembers how to become still. The spirit remembers how to trust. Emotional freedom expands further with every release. Hidden burdens that once occupied significant energetic space begin disappearing completely. The need to carry old stories weakens. The attachment to past struggles softens. Awareness settles more fully into the present moment. Here, within this moment, peace becomes accessible. Here, within this moment, balance becomes tangible. Here, within this moment, renewal becomes real. The energetic system continues functioning with increasing efficiency. Energy flows without unnecessary resistance. Vitality increases naturally. Clarity deepens steadily. A profound sense of lightness begins permeating every aspect of experience. Imagine walking through a forest after gentle rain. The air feels fresh. The earth feels alive. Every leaf glistens with renewed vitality. The entire environment reflects balance and restoration. The energetic body experiences a similar renewal. Old stagnation gives way to movement. Old heaviness gives way to spaciousness. Old limitations give way to possibility. The healing process continues unfolding with patience and grace. Every chakra remains aligned. Every energetic pathway remains open. Every breath supports deeper restoration. The aura shines with greater clarity. The spirit feels increasingly free. The heart remains open. The mind remains calm. The body remains relaxed. Energy continues flowing in harmony from the root chakra to the crown chakra, creating a state of profound balance that supports emotional well-being, mental clarity, spiritual awareness, and inner peace. The journey continues gently, carrying the entire being toward greater wholeness, greater freedom, and greater alignment with the natural rhythm of healing and transformation. A profound stillness now settles across the entire energetic landscape. The deeper layers of cleansing have begun their work, and the flow of energy moves with a natural ease that feels both familiar and renewed. What once felt heavy now feels lighter. What once felt restricted now feels more open. The body, mind, and spirit gradually remember a state of balance that has always existed beneath the surface of stress, distraction, and accumulated emotional weight. This remembrance is gentle. It unfolds without effort. Like sunlight gradually illuminating a room at dawn, healing reveals itself through subtle shifts that become increasingly noticeable. Imagine standing upon a quiet shoreline as waves move rhythmically toward the sand. Each wave arrives carrying renewal. Each wave retreats, carrying away what is no longer needed. The ocean does not struggle to cleanse itself. It simply moves according to its nature. The energetic system follows a similar wisdom. Energy was always meant to flow. Emotions were always meant to move. Awareness was always meant to expand. The difficulties arise only when movement becomes restricted. Now those restrictions continue dissolving. The root chakra radiates with remarkable stability. The connection to the earth feels stronger than before. Imagine warm, nourishing energy rising from deep within the ground and filling every part of the body with calm assurance. There is no rush. There is no uncertainty. There is only the quiet confidence that comes from feeling supported by life itself. Old fears continue losing their influence. Anxiety becomes softer. Tension becomes lighter. The nervous system responds by entering a deeper state of relaxation. Every breath reinforces a sense of grounded presence. Every moment strengthens the foundation upon which all other healing rests. The sacral chakra now flows like a clear river illuminated by golden sunlight. Emotional energy moves effortlessly. Feelings are no longer trapped beneath layers of resistance. The water of this energetic center remains clear, fluid, and endlessly renewing. Creativity expands naturally. Inspiration returns gently. Joy becomes easier to recognize within ordinary moments. Emotional freedom does not mean the absence of feeling. It means allowing emotions to move without becoming stuck. The spirit feels less burdened by past experiences. A new sense of openness emerges. Life feels more vibrant. The simple beauty of existence becomes easier to appreciate. The solar plexus chakra shines with radiant golden warmth. The light within this center has become stronger and more balanced. Confidence no longer depends upon achievement. Self-worth no longer depends upon comparison. Inner strength emerges from a deeper source. Imagine standing beneath the warmth of a midday sun that nourishes everything it touches. This same warmth spreads throughout the energetic body. Doubt continues dissolving. Self-criticism loses its power. Personal energy becomes more coherent and focused. The spirit remembers that strength is not created through force, but through alignment. When energy flows freely, confidence arises naturally. When self-acceptance deepens, vitality expands. The entire energetic system benefits from this renewed sense of empowerment. Within the heart chakra, healing reaches extraordinary depth. The emerald light radiating from the center of the chest expands with every breath. Imagine a vast field covered with green grass gently moving beneath a warm breeze. The atmosphere feels peaceful. The horizon stretches endlessly into the distance. There is space here for every experience, every emotion, every memory. The heart no longer needs to protect itself through contraction. It can remain open without losing its strength. Compassion deepens. Forgiveness becomes easier. Emotional resilience grows. The burdens once carried within the heart continue dissolving into light. Love flows more naturally, first toward the self and then outward toward all aspects of life. This love is not dependent upon conditions. It exists as a natural expression of balance and wholeness. The throat chakra continues clearing with remarkable ease. Imagine a crystal-clear stream flowing through a mountain valley. The water moves without obstruction. It expresses its nature freely and effortlessly. Communication follows the same principle. The energy of truth now moves more smoothly through this center. Thoughts align more closely with authentic understanding. Feelings find healthy expression. The fear of speaking honestly begins fading into the background. Authenticity feels natural. Clarity grows stronger. The energetic burden created by suppression continues releasing. A deep sense of freedom emerges from living in greater harmony with inner truth. The third eye chakra now shines with luminous indigo light. The mind feels spacious. The endless noise that often fills awareness has become quieter. Imagine sitting beneath a sky filled with stars, far from any distraction. The vastness above inspires peace rather than overwhelm. Awareness expands beyond surface concerns. Intuition becomes clearer. Inner guidance becomes easier to recognize. Wisdom emerges naturally from stillness. There is less need to force solutions. There is less need to search endlessly for answers. Understanding arises with greater ease. The spirit develops deeper trust in its own perception. Clarity becomes a steady presence rather than a fleeting experience. The crown chakra radiates with brilliant harmony. The connection between individual awareness and universal consciousness feels open and vibrant. Imagine standing beneath a sky filled with radiant white light. The light descends gently, surrounding the entire body with peace and renewal. Every chakra receives nourishment from this higher frequency. Every energetic pathway becomes illuminated. The sensation is one of complete alignment. The mind feels calm, the heart feels open, the spirit feels expansive. A profound awareness emerges that peace does not need to be created. It only needs to be uncovered beneath the layers of tension and distraction that once obscured it. The aura surrounding the body now reflects the transformation that has taken place within. Imagine a luminous field of light extending in all directions. This field shimmers with clarity, balance, and vitality. Colors appear brighter, energy feels cleaner, emotional residue has largely dissolved. The aura becomes a living reflection of inner harmony. Every breath strengthens its radiance. Every moment of awareness enhances its coherence. The energetic field no longer carries unnecessary burdens. It responds with flexibility, resilience, and grace. Vibrational healing continues expanding throughout every layer of experience. The frequencies of peace, gratitude, compassion, and balance become more dominant. Lower frequencies created by fear, resentment, stress, and overwhelm gradually lose their influence. The transformation occurs not through force but through consistent alignment with higher states of awareness. Imagine a beautiful musical instrument being tuned until every note resonates perfectly. The energetic body experiences a similar process. Every chakra vibrates in harmony. Every energetic center contributes to the greater balance of the whole system. The result is a profound sense of coherence. Thoughts become clearer, emotions become more balanced. Physical relaxation deepens. Spiritual awareness expands. The body responds to this alignment with greater ease. Muscles soften further. Breathing becomes slower and more natural. The mind releases its need to remain constantly alert. Deep relaxation spreads throughout every part of the system. This relaxation is not merely physical. It reaches emotional, mental, and energetic layers as well. Hidden tension continues dissolving. Unnecessary effort fades away. The entire being settles into a state of profound restoration. Imagine walking through a peaceful garden at sunset. The air is warm. The sky glows with soft colors. Every sound feels gentle. Every movement feels effortless. There is nothing that must be accomplished. There is nowhere else to be. There is only the present moment, rich with peace and quiet renewal. The energetic system mirrors this experience. Balance has returned. Flow has been restored. The natural rhythm of healing continues without resistance. Every chakra remains aligned. Every energetic pathway remains open. Every breath supports continued renewal. The aura remains bright and clear. The spirit feels lighter than before. Emotional freedom expands. Mental clarity deepens. Inner peace becomes increasingly stable. The journey of chakra healing reveals that transformation is not about becoming someone different. It is about releasing what was never meant to be carried indefinitely. It is about allowing energy to return to its natural state of movement and harmony. It is about remembering the balance that already exists within. As this realization deepens, a profound sense of gratitude emerges. Gratitude for the body, gratitude for the mind, gratitude for the spirit, gratitude for the quiet wisdom that guides healing through every stage of the journey. The energetic system now rests in a state of remarkable coherence. The root chakra remains grounded. The sacral chakra flows freely. The solar plexus chakra radiates confidence. The heart chakra remains open. The throat chakra expresses truth. The third eye chakra perceives clearly. The crown chakra connects with expansive awareness. Together they create a unified field of balance, vitality, clarity, and peace. The entire being settles into this harmony, feeling lighter, calmer, clearer, and more aligned than before. Energy flows effortlessly. Awareness expands gently. Healing continues naturally. Inner balance remains steady. The spirit rests within a profound sense of renewal, restoration, and enduring peace.